stop. Before you scroll away, I need you to listen carefully for the next 60 seconds, because what I'm about to tell you could quite literally save your life, or the life of someone you love. If you are over the age of 50, your pancreas, that small, silent organ tucked deep behind your stomach, is already changing. And by the time most seniors notice something is wrong, it is often dangerously late. I have spent over 2 decades inside hospital wards. I have sat across from too many patients, kind, gentle people just like you, who looked me in the eye and said the same heartbreaking sentence. Doctor, I had no idea. They had no idea that the tiredness they brushed off for months was a warning. They had no idea that the strange change in their bathroom habits was a cry for help. They had no idea that the silent organ inside them was already slipping into failure. And here's the truth nobody is telling you. The pancreas does not scream. It whispers. It whispers in small, easy-to-miss signals. Signals that most seniors confuse with just getting older. Signals that even family doctors sometimes overlook. Signals that, by the time they become loud, the damage may already be done. That is exactly why I made this video. Today, I am going to walk you through the 6 warning signs your pancreas is failing. The same 6 signs I check for every single time a senior patient sits down in front of me. We are going to count them down from number 6, all the way to number 1. And I promise you, by the end of this video, you will look at your own body completely differently. But before we begin, I have to warn you about something. Number 2 on this list is the sign that nearly 9 out of 10 people miss completely. It does not look like a pancreas problem. It does not feel like a pancreas problem. In fact, most seniors are told it is something else entirely. And they walk out of the doctor's office with the wrong pills, the wrong diagnosis, and a clock that is quietly ticking down. I will get to that. Stay with me. Because the pancreas, my friends, is not just another organ. It is the master controller of your digestion and your blood sugar. It produces the enzymes that break down every single meal you eat. It releases the insulin that keeps your body alive. When your pancreas begins to fail, your entire body starts to suffer. Sometimes loudly, but most often quietly, painfully, slowly. And here is the statistic that should make every senior pay attention. By the time someone receives a serious pancreatic diagnosis, more than 7 out of 10 patients say they had felt off for months, sometimes years, but never connected the dots. Never thought to ask, never knew the signs. I do not want that to be you, or your husband, or your wife, or your mother, or your father. So take a deep breath. Sit down somewhere comfortable. Grab a pen if you need to. And let's begin this countdown together. We start with sign number 6, a symptom so common, so easily dismissed, that nearly every senior I have ever treated has experienced it and shrugged it off. It hides in plain sight. It steals your energy. It drains the joy out of your mornings. And it may be the very first whisper your pancreas is sending you. Are you ready? Let's begin. Sign number 6, persistent, unexplained fatigue. Let's start with the sign almost every senior gets wrong. You wake up tired. Not the kind of tired that a good night's sleep fixes. Not the kind that goes away with a strong cup of coffee. I'm talking about that deep, heavy tiredness that sits inside your bones from the moment your feet touch the floor. Most seniors blame this on age, on retirement, on poor sleep, on the weather. But here is what your doctor may not have told you. When your pancreas begins to weaken, it stops producing enough of the enzymes your body needs to digest your food. And if your food is not being digested properly, your body is not absorbing the nutrients inside it. Not the protein, not the fats, not the vitamins, not the minerals. You can be eating 3 full meals a day, and slowly, quietly, your body is starving. That is why pancreatic fatigue feels different. It does not lift. It does not improve with rest. It follows you into your morning walks, into your afternoon chair, into your evening prayers. I once treated a wonderful woman named Margaret. 72 years old, sharp as a tack. She came into my clinic and described her tiredness in a way I will never forget. She said, "Doctor, it feels like I am wearing a wet coat all day long." For 2 years, 3 different doctors had told her it was just aging, just stress, just sleep. But Margaret was right to keep asking. Her pancreatic enzymes were dangerously low. Her body was not absorbing food. She was malnourished, despite eating well every single day. Here is your actionable fix. If you have been tired for more than 3 weeks, and especially if that tiredness feels worse after meals, ask your doctor for 2 simple blood tests, a lipase test and a fecal elastase test. They are quick, they are affordable, and they can reveal what your body has been trying to tell you for months. Do not let anyone dismiss your exhaustion. Your body does not lie. Sign number 5. Sudden loss of appetite or nausea. After fatty meals. Now this one is sneaky, truly sneaky. It begins so gently you barely notice it. The foods you used to love, the buttery toast, the fried fish, the rich curry, the cheese on your sandwich, suddenly you just don't want them anymore. You sit down to eat, you take 2 or 3 bites, and you feel full, or queasy, or just not interested. Many seniors tell me, "Doctor, my appetite isn't what it used to be." And I always ask them the same question. Tell me, is it everything or mostly the fatty foods? That answer changes everything. Because the pancreas, you see, is the master of fat digestion. It releases a special enzyme called lipase, whose only job is to break down the fats in your meals. When the pancreas begins to fail, lipase production drops. Fats sit in your stomach undigested. Your body senses the problem, and it does the most logical thing it can do. It tells you to stop eating fat. Through nausea, through fullness, through quiet disgust for the foods you once loved. I remember a gentleman named Robert, a retired school teacher. He adored his wife's homemade fried fish more than anything in this world. One day he simply stopped eating it, then cheese, then butter. His wife thought he had lost his joy for food. He hadn't. His pancreas was waving a red flag. Your fix? Keep a simple food journal for 1 week. Write down what you eat and how you feel 30 minutes later. If fatty foods consistently leave you nauseous or uncomfortably full, that is not pickiness. That is a pancreatic whisper. Bring that journal to your doctor. It may be the most important page you ever write. Now, sign number 4 is where things start to become visible. Truly visible. You can actually see this one in the mirror. On your face, in your eyes, on your skin. And once it appears, the clock starts ticking faster. But before we get there, sign number 3 is the one your bathroom is trying to warn you about. The one nobody wants to talk about. The one that may already be happening. And you are too embarrassed to mention it. Stay with me. We are about to step deeper into the danger zone. Sign number 4. Yellowing of the skin and eyes, jaundice. Now we step into something you can actually see. Something that stares back at you every morning when you look in the bathroom mirror. Yellow skin, yellow eyes. If you have noticed, even slightly, that the whites of your eyes are turning a faint yellow, please do not finish this video and forget what I'm about to tell you. Pause. Walk to a window. Look at yourself in natural sunlight. Right now. Because jaundice is not a beauty issue. Jaundice is not tired eyes. Jaundice is one of the loudest warnings your pancreas can give you. And by the time it appears, the situation is often already serious. Here is the science, simplified. Right next to your pancreas runs a small tube called the bile duct. Bile is a yellowish-green fluid your liver makes to help digest fat. Normally, it flows from your liver past your pancreas and into your intestines without a problem. But when the head of your pancreas becomes inflamed, swollen, or develops a growth, that bile duct gets squeezed. Bile can no longer flow out. It backs up into the bloodstream, and the pigment inside that bile, called bilirubin, begins to stain your body from the inside out. Your eyes turn yellow first, then your skin, then your urine turns dark like strong tea, and your stools turn pale, almost clay-colored. These four signs together, that is a medical emergency. Period. Major medical research has shown that painless jaundice is the presenting symptom in over half of all patients diagnosed with cancer at the head of the pancreas. Over half. Not a small percentage. Over half. And here's what breaks my heart. Most of these patients tell me the exact same thing. Doctor, I thought it was the lighting. Doctor, I thought I was just suntanned. Doctor, I thought it was something I ate. I once had a patient named David, a strong man, a former mechanic. His wife noticed his eyes one morning and said, "David, are you feeling all right?" He laughed it off for 3 weeks. By the time he walked into my clinic, the tumor was already advanced. 3 weeks. That is all it took. Your fix is simple, but urgent. Every morning, stand in front of a window with natural light. Look at the whites of your eyes. Look at your palms. Look at the soles of your feet. If you see any new yellow tint, any at all, do not wait. Do not say, "Let me see in a few days." Go to your doctor that same week. This is not a sign to negotiate with. Sign number 3. Greasy, floating, foul-smelling stools. Now we have to talk about something nobody wants to discuss. Not at the dinner table. Not with their children. Sometimes, sadly, not even with their doctor. But I am asking you please to listen carefully, because this single sign has saved more lives in my clinic than almost any other. Think about your bathroom habits for a moment. When you flush the toilet, does what you leave behind look normal? Does it sink or does it float? Does it look like ordinary stool or is it pale, greasy, oily, sometimes leaving a thin film on the water like the surface of a soup bowl? And the smell, has it changed? Has it become unusually, unbearably foul? This condition has a medical name. It is called steatorrhea, and it is one of the clearest signs that your pancreas is no longer producing enough enzymes to digest fat. When lipase production drops, the fat in your meals is not absorbed. It passes straight through your intestines, untouched, and it comes out the other end in nearly the same form it went in. Studies on chronic pancreatic insufficiency show that up to 80% of patients develop steatorrhea. But research also reveals that fewer than 1 in 3 ever mentions it to their doctor. Why? Embarrassment. Shame. The belief that it's just something I ate. I had a patient, a sweet, soft-spoken woman of 68, who had been hiding this from her family for nearly 2 years. 2 years. She thought she was just unlucky with her digestion. By the time she found the courage to tell me, her pancreas was already in advanced failure. Listen to me carefully. To me, your bathroom is not embarrassing. Your bathroom is a diagnostic chart. It is one of the most honest reports your body will ever give you. Your fix? For 1 week, take a quiet glance before you flush. If your stool is floating, oily, pale, or unusually smelly more than 2 or 3 times in that week, write it down. Tell your doctor in plain words. There is no shame here. There is only information that may save your life. And now, we arrive at the moment I warned you about at the very beginning of this video. Sign number 2. The sign that nearly 9 out of 10 people miss. The one that does not look like a pancreas problem at all. The one that even experienced doctors sometimes get wrong and prescribe the wrong pills for. The one that has cost more seniors their precious time than any other warning on this entire list. I am about to reveal it to you. And once you know it, you will never look at a routine blood test the same way again. Take a deep breath, because this is the one. Sign number 2, a sudden rise in blood sugar, or new onset diabetes. After age 50, this is it. The sign that nearly 9 out of 10 seniors miss completely. Are you ready? A sudden rise in your blood sugar, or, even more dangerous, a brand new diagnosis of type 2 diabetes after the age of 50. I know what some of you are thinking. Doctor, that does not sound serious. Half of my friends have diabetes. And you are right, diabetes is everywhere, which is exactly why this warning is so deadly. It hides in plain sight, it blends in, it looks like just another diagnosis among millions. But listen carefully. Major medical research, including landmark studies from the Mayo Clinic, has uncovered something chilling. In people over 50 who suddenly develop type 2 diabetes with no obvious cause, no weight gain, no family history, no real lifestyle change, the risk of having an undetected pancreatic cancer is 6 to 8 times higher than in the general population. 6 to 8 times higher. And yet, almost no one is told this. Patients walk out of their doctor's office with a prescription for metformin and a diet sheet, never knowing that the very organ that just stopped producing enough insulin may already be under silent attack. Here is the science, my friends. Your pancreas does two great jobs. The first, as we discussed, is producing enzymes. The second is producing insulin, the hormone that controls your blood sugar. Insulin is made by tiny clusters of cells inside your pancreas, called the islets of Langerhans. When a tumor begins to grow inside the pancreas, even a very small one, right, it disrupts these insulin-producing cells, sometimes years before any pain, years before any jaundice, years before any weight loss. The result? Your blood sugar starts to climb. Slowly at first, then suddenly, your A1C test comes back high. Your doctor says you have type 2 diabetes. And the real cause, the silent tumor growing behind your stomach, is missed completely. I lost a patient once. Her name was Helen. Helen was 70 years old, active, slim, vegetarian, no family history of diabetes. She had walked 4 miles every morning for 20 years. One day, her blood sugar climbed. Her doctor labeled it late-onset type 2 diabetes and sent her home with medication. For 18 months, she took her pills. She controlled her sugar. She trusted the system. Then the back pain started. Then the weight loss. Then the yellow eyes. By the time anyone thought to look at her pancreas, it was too late. Helen's story is the reason I made this video. Here is your fix. And please write this down. If you or anyone you love has been newly diagnosed with diabetes after the age of 50, and you do not match the typical profile, no major weight gain, no family history, no obvious cause, ask your doctor for one specific test, a CT scan or MRI of the pancreas, or at the very least a CA 19-9 blood test. Do not be afraid to ask. Do not let anyone tell you it is unnecessary. It is your body. It is your life. Be your own advocate. Sign number 1. Unexplained weight loss with persistent upper abdominal or back pain. And now, we arrive at the top of this list. Sign number 1. The most dangerous warning your pancreas can ever send you. This sign does not whisper. It screams. But it screams in a way most seniors mistake for something far less serious. It is the deadly combination of two symptoms that, when they appear together, should send you to your doctor that very same week. Unexplained weight loss and a dull, gnawing pain in your upper abdomen that radiates into your back. Pay attention to those words. Unexplained. You have not changed your diet. You have not started exercising. And yet, the scale keeps dropping. 5 pounds. 10. 15. Your clothes hang loose. Your face looks thinner in photographs. And the pain? Oh, the pain. It is not sharp like a knife. It is dull. Heavy. A deep ache sitting just below your breastbone. It often gets worse after meals. It often becomes louder at night when you lie down flat. And here is the key. It travels. It wraps around to your back, settling between your shoulder blades like someone has placed a hot stone against your spine. Why does this happen? The science is heartbreaking. Your pancreas sits deep inside your abdomen, directly in front of a bundle of nerves called the celiac plexus. When the pancreas becomes inflamed or develops a tumor, it presses against these nerves. The pain travels along them, straight through to your back. At the same time, the failing pancreas is no longer breaking down your food. You lose muscle, you lose fat. Your body is, in the most literal sense, wasting away. Research shows that more than 85% of patients diagnosed with advanced pancreatic disease report this exact combination: weight loss with back pain in the months before their diagnosis. And tragically, most of them dismissed it. Some blamed their mattress, some blamed their age, some blamed a fall they barely remembered. I once treated a man named Arthur, 68 years old. Came to me complaining of a sore back from gardening too long. He had lost 23 pounds over 4 months. His wife had to remind him to eat. He shrugged. "I'm just getting old, Doc." When I gently pressed his abdomen just below his ribs, he winced. The scans told the rest of the story. Listen to me, please. Weight loss without trying is never normal. Back pain that does not improve with rest is never normal. And when these two appear together, that is your body screaming for help. Your fix. If you have lost more than 5% of your body weight in the past 6 months without trying, and you have any upper abdominal or mid-back pain, go to your doctor this week. Demand imaging, a simple ultrasound, a CT scan, an MRI. Do not wait. Do not delay. Do not be brave. Because the earlier the pancreas is checked, the more lives are saved. Take a slow, deep breath, my friend. I know this has been heavy. I know it has been frightening. But here's what I want you to remember as we move into our final moments together. Knowledge is not fear. Knowledge is power. And in the next phase, I am going to show you exactly how to take that power and turn it into action, starting tomorrow morning. My friend, if you have made it this far, I want you to know something. You are exactly the kind of person who saves lives, not because you are a doctor, not because you are a nurse, but because you chose to listen. You chose to learn. You chose to face something most people scroll right past, the truth about their own body. That single decision makes you stronger than you realize. So before we say goodbye, I want to give you something to hold on to, something to carry with you into tomorrow morning and every morning after that. Let us quickly recap the 6 warning signs your pancreas is failing. Write them down, take a screenshot, share them with someone you love. These are the signs that may one day save a life, yours or someone in your family. Number 6, persistent, unexplained tiredness, especially the kind that gets worse after meals. Number 5, loss of appetite or nausea after eating fatty foods. Number 4, yellowing of the eyes, the skin, dark urine, or pale stools. Number 3, greasy, oily, floating, foul-smelling stools. Your bathroom telling the truth. Number 2, the one most people miss. A sudden new diagnosis of type 2 diabetes after the age of 50, especially without typical risk factors. And number 1, unexplained weight loss combined with a dull, gnawing pain in your upper abdomen that radiates into your back. 6 signs. 6 whispers. 6 chances your body is giving you to listen, long before the situation becomes urgent. Now, here is the good news. The news I want every single senior watching this to hear loud and clear. Your pancreas is more resilient than you have been led to believe. When caught early, truly early, many pancreatic conditions can be managed, treated, slowed, and in some cases even reversed. Your body wants to heal. It is built to heal. All it asks of you is one thing: pay attention and act. So here is your simple action plan. 3 steps, that is all. Step 1. Tomorrow morning, stand in front of a window with natural sunlight. Look at the whites of your eyes. Look at the color of your skin. Pay attention to how you feel after breakfast. Listen to your body. Quietly, honestly. Step 2. This week, schedule a basic checkup with your doctor. Ask, and write these down, for a lipase test, an amylase test, an A1C test, and a fecal elastase test. They are simple, they are inexpensive, and they tell you a great deal about an organ you cannot see. Step 3. If you noticed even one of these 6 warning signs, in yourself or in someone you love, do not wait. Do not hope it will pass. Do not say, I'll deal with it next month. Make the appointment today. These 3 steps could add years to your life. Years of sunsets, years of grandchildren, years of quiet mornings with the people you love most, mornings you might otherwise have lost. Now, my final ask. If this video taught you something today, if it gave you even one piece of knowledge you did not have before, please do me one small favor. Share it with someone over the age of 50, a husband, a wife, a parent, a neighbor, an old friend you have not spoken to in months. You could be the reason they catch this in time. You could be the reason they get one more year, one more decade, one more lifetime. And if you would like more videos like this one, videos that cut through the noise and tell you the truth about your body, please tap that subscribe button below, ring the bell so you never miss our next health warning, and give this video a thumbs up so I know to keep making them for you. Now, before you go, I want to hear from you. Answer one question for me in the comments below. Out of these 6 warning signs, wow, which one shocked you the most? Which one did you not know about until today? Was it number 2, the new onset diabetes that hides in plain sight? Was it number 3, the bathroom warning no one talks about? Or was it number 1, the back pain that travels? Type it in the comments. I read every single one, and your answer may help another senior reading this right now, wondering if they should finally listen to their own body. Because remember, my friend, your body does not lie, it only whispers. And today, you have learned how to listen. Take care of your pancreas. Take care of yourself. Take care of the people you love. And I will see you in the very next video.